A few weeks back, in true pirate style, I bought another vessel, a boat I hope to call my forever home. She's a little rough around the edges, but she's everything I've ever dreamed of and a lot easier to handle as a solo boater. Last week, after battling through 48 locks, I finally got both boats united and started the big move. The electric upgrades are underway and I've already swapped out the old engine boards. So join us this week as work continues and we get to see the Rum Wench's beautiful bottom. Good morning, I'm currently on board the good old Rum Wench. As most of you know, I've bought another boat and I've been frantically trying to get all the stuff off this boat onto my new boat so that I can get this up for sale and sold. But this boat was due to be blacked on the 29th of March and unfortunately the boat lift broke, which meant I couldn't get onto the River Weaver where her blacking appointment was. So I've been frantically ringing round any boatyards local in the area to see if they can fit me in to get the Rum Wench's bottom fettled. And luckily I've got a slot, so I'm going to take you there now and explain a bit more once we get going. And because I've been moving all my stuff from this boat onto the other boat, the cannon's gone. So I'm going to be putting this on there, a little bit of a little naughty duck. Well, this could be one of the last cruises I take aboard the Rum Wench. She's had a good run, but today is the day to haul her out for a bit of blacking. One final pamper before she's put up for sale. So I'm heading now to Wincham Wharf and it's a lovely little place. It's made up of lots of small independent businesses, which is really lovely. There's a lovely feel about it. I did do a video on one of the businesses there last year, I think it was, called Narrowboats Limited. And they're wonderful. They black boats, they sandblast boats. They have a brokerage there, they do carpentry, they do everything. And also, the place I'm going to today, which is just a bit further along in the wharf, is called New Concept Boats. And they also have a business based on the River Weaver, but obviously with the boat lift out of action, they can't get there. But I phoned them the other day and said, can you, any blacking appointments, you know, can you fit me in anywhere? Because the Rum Wench is due to be blacked. And I always like to stay on top of it, do it every 2 to 3 years. And they said they've got a boat out this week and they can actually fit 2 boats. So they said, you know, I can go out with them. So I just feel so lucky. It's all sort of coming together. And then once the Rum Wench is blacked, I can then just give her a last fettle, clean and tidy, and get her up for sale. So we've now approached Wincham Wharf and there's loads of boats here. It's always tighter than an unchuffed cruising through here. But it's just nice to see the boatyard, the wharf still working to this day with all these boat businesses. But anything you need, you know, there'll be a business here that'll do it, boat related. Engine services, the lot. Just hope there's no boat coming the other way. Deo, deo. So because of the angle on the dry dock and where the crane is, it's like at an off angle, I need to turn around and go in it that way. So I'm going to be coming out on that crane there, and the boat that's going before me is called Hughie, and that's owned by Tracy and Neil. Hughie. And apparently, what a name, eh? Apparently the name is Danish for cosy. So yeah, going to be coming out with that boat. But I've known Tracy and Neil for quite a while. That boat is a stunning boat, and it was built by New Concept Boats. So yeah, so they're going to be blacked. I'm going to be blacked, and everything's going to be good. Woo. It's also going to be the first time I've not blacked my own bottom. Yeah, somebody else is going to be fiddling with it and fettling with it. So yeah, new novelty for me. So I thought I'd do a little bit of filming of Hughie going on there first, so they can check it all out before the Rum Wench goes on, in case anything goes wrong. Are you nervous, Tracy? Nah. Okay, it's my turn now. In a sharp turn this. Good girl, Bonny. Now the gunnels always get a good scuffing from locks, bridges, moorings, you name it, but those are just surface wounds and easy to touch up in the water. It's what's lurking below the waterline that's the real mystery, and let's face it, who doesn't love to look at a nice naked bottom? So I don't know if you can see here between the two boats, look how close the crane is. I mean, he knows what he's doing to their boat there. I mean, it's like an ant's willy. Oh, I bet their bums are twitching. Yeah. So we're just here now, and we're comparing the size of our rudders. Now obviously I've got a big one.
Oh, we got a small.
It's not a bad one though, that. It's not a tiny one.
It's small but perfectly formed.
So here she is out of the water, and she's looking pretty good for a 2003 boat, but she has been regularly maintained. So I'll probably, whilst she is out, get some new anodes put on as well, because they look like they're sort of starting to go. But there's something that you put on every few times you're blacked. Yeah, so then it's all ready for the next person. Yeah, but yeah, I'm quite impressed in how good she's looking. Hello, baby. Aww. So I'm back at HMS Grumpy now, and I've left the Rum Wench safely in the hands of the guys at Wincham Wharf to sort out her bottom. But whilst I've been gone, poor Ricky has been working away. He has just been an absolute legend. He's got all my electrics working now aboard Grumpy. I've got a brand new inverter charger. I've got new batteries. I've got solar panels. Now these panels are fantastic. They're 430 watts each. And they're really good in low light, so they're proper good panels, and I can tilt them on there. And he thought it was finished for the day, but I've asked him to have a little look at my bow thruster, because that's not been working. It could be me not knowing what I'm doing, but I couldn't get it turned on. So we've had a look in this, I think it's called the gas locker, even though I've got no gas, this big hole, and he's been down my hole. And the way it is at the moment, there's a battery in there that's right in the middle. It's right in the way, and I want to be able to use that for storage. So he's going to relocate that battery for me. I think he might even change it to another battery. I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing. But he's going to have a fiddle and see if he can get it working, which is the main thing. But yeah, I'm just... You know, this is going to be my forever boat. And if I can get it all singing, all dancing and all working as it should, you know, that'll be great, because the bones of this boat is fantastic. Roger had it perfect for somebody that's not living aboard full time. So as a leisure boat for going out for weekends, this boat is absolutely perfect. The batteries were fine, it was all fine for that. But for me, running a washing machine potentially in the future, having a fridge freezer on all the time, my laptop's on all the time, I'm charging everything, you know, I'm running my printers every morning for my badge business, all that, I need lots of power. So this is all getting it to how it was on the Wench, really. Getting me so that I don't have to worry about anything. But this boat, even though it's a little bit scruffy at the moment, this boat is just wonderful. I love it. It's well insulated. It's just going to be amazing. I just love the shape of it as well. It's very rare that you see a 57-foot semi-trad reverse layout with a tug front, and I like a large front. Yeah, so, oh, but bear with, and all will be revealed in the future. She'll be just perfect.
I've cleaned up all the cables and made sure that they're all properly insulated, because obviously they're floating around in your bow and you don't want any chance of anything touching onto the positive. So we've just rejigged everything so it's safe. And then we can mount this, mount the battery box in, put the battery in, and put the charger in, and off we go. We should be able to fire up the bow thruster.
Woohoo! So I'll leave Ricky to fettling with me wires, but it's nice how he's cleaned up all the terminals and then put that heat wrap stuff around and just checking everything, because we don't know if it's going to be working properly until he's done all this, checked all the cabling. That's what I really like about having Ricky about, because he checks, he's anal with all the wires and stuff and make sure the cabling's all good, and then we can look for what else might be stopping it working. It could just be me not pressing the right button, but you don't know. But first, it's a process of elimination, isn't it? So we've just connected it all up, so I'm now going to see if I can get it to work. I'm not sure. I think you press to hold it in. Listen, listen, listen. Ricky, you press it. Let me just go and film the front. It sounds like it's working. I can hear a big... Let me just... Oh, this is so exciting. I've never had a bow thruster. Yep. Wow, look at that. Brilliant. That is going to make my life as a solo boat, a single handing, locks and bywashes and all that malarkey so much easier.
Definitely worth all the rewiring.
Definitely worth the rewiring. That's brilliant. And now I've got a successful working bow thruster and all my electrics are done. I mean, I'm still in a mess, but all my electrics are done. I'm treating Ricky to a nice sausage butty done in the air fryer. One of the other things that's happened is Ricky, as a housewarming, well, boat warming gift, he got me this. It's a water filler cap, because I was telling him when I was cruising here and I was checking the water every day, because you have to check everything all the time, don't you? Especially on a new boat, because you don't know how everything's going to be. It was all springing off, I'll show you. And he got me this, bless him. So let's fit that now. This is the old one. See, it all comes off in your hand. Look.
You alright?
Yeah, and fit in your cap. Home warming present. That's it, innit? That's done.
That's done.
Is it that easy?
It's that easy.
Wow.
See?
Nice and shiny.
Why do you need me here at all, Heidi?
I know. Oh, thank you very much. And there you go, you see, job's a good one. But I think it's going to rain now. But I love getting on with these little jobs as well, little jobs that I can do. Whereas Ricky is doing all the complicated stuff. So I'm here back at Wincham Wharf just to see how the Rum Wench's bottom is looking, and she's looking really good. For a 2003 boat there's hardly any pitting, so I feel really good about that. So far they've painted this section, the top section. They haven't started blacking the bottom yet because I've had a bit of welding done. Nothing bad. I've had some new anodes put on. These are something that you have to put on every few years, because they take the brunt of any electrolysis that happens. So they're like little things, you weld them on, you attach them on, and every, I think probably 5 or 6 years you take them off and replace them, but you just keep an eye on them. So they've kept the old ones on because there's still life in them. So she's looking good. She's looking good, and I love her, I really do love her. But you can see that she's a heavy boat. And you know, I've just at that stage in my life now where I just want to make things easier, like I've said before. And the good thing here as well, I've spoke to the people here, so if somebody does want to have a survey on her when she's back in the water and I've staged her and took pictures and put her for sale, then you can come out here. So that's good. But she's looking brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to come back again once I've got a coat of blacking on. It seems really weird not doing it myself, because I always normally do it myself. So I'm back on board HMS Grumpy now, but it's been really nice to see the Rum Wench's gorgeous, voluptuous bottom. Yeah, but she's going to be up for sale probably from next week onwards. I've had a couple of valuations and they range between 68 and 75,000. So I'm going to go with the middle one and put it up for 69, because that's a beautiful number, isn't it? And I've had so many people message me about the Rum Wench. If anybody does want to come and see it, then from next week onwards, I'll be taking viewings, because I'll be still getting stuff from that onto this, because this place is still a mess. I've not sorted out my storage solutions yet, and I've still got stuff to get off the Rum Wench. So I'll be taking viewings, and then I'll do that for a couple of weeks, and then I'll be leaving the Rum Wench on brokerage, and then they can do all the viewings then. And I'll be able to then start having my adventures on Grumpy with a now working thrust action. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a little rum. We're going for Old Jade Pineapple Spiced. Got loads of these little bottles. And whilst I am pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. Thank you for everything you do. Ooh, that's a big one. Oh, it's a full on this. And you've got to remember as well that the Rum Wench has got that classic, beautiful 1969 Lister air-cooled engine. And she's intact. That engine has got the original Blackstone gearbox, you know. And I did have a top-end overhaul when I first got the boat. So she's a good one. She's a fantastic engine, always thumping away. And remember, it got me across the River Mersey with no trouble at all. Anyway, so cheers everyone. Woohoo! Just wet the lips. That is lovely. Oh my goodness. It's the pineapple, it's the sweetness with a bit of the burn. Woohoo! Anyways, I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please do give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. But before I go, just a massive thanks to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. And I've just got a couple of new pirates to read out. A massive huge thank you to Liz Crandall, Simon Pugh and Cordry Dev. So that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Right, come on, Bonds, back to sorting out these boxes.